Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go over the Roundhill weekly dividends for XDTE, QDTE, and RDTE. So I went ahead and took the liberty of filling in at least the dividends so we can spend more time on the actual spreadsheet. And hope you all enjoy the little bit of a tweak that I did offline. So I've got everything zoomed in fairly well. I think you all should be able to see it. So for those of you new to the channel, what I do every week for the Roundhill dividends, I break everything out and I put the weekly dividend in. I take the number of trading days. I make it monthly. I annualize it. I take the share price. I calculate the percent yield, the current price change, and with a hypothetical $100,000 invested, the share total that you would buy this week if you were buying in, and then the weekly dollar amount and the annual dollar amount. So we've hit some pretty high ends of the range and some low ends as well. We've been as high as, at least for XDTE, we've been as high as almost 800, actually over 800 a month when the volatility spiked a few months ago. But anyway, so for today, we got a dividend for XDTE of 23.92 cents, which is 24 cents basically. So of 5 trading days this week, if we make this monthly, it's $1.04. Annualized, it's 12.44. Current share price, I've got to look really quick here. Current share price, let's see, hopefully it didn't move too much. Okay, so for XDTE, which some of you say this is the best one. Okay, so it did move about 60 cents in the wrong direction, shall we say. Okay, 52.28. The yield is 23.79%. And then as far as week over week change, this was a 55-cent change in the opposite direction here. So if we take this here, 27 cents. So now it's actually 82 cents in the wrong direction. So we have to fix this. So 0.82, still not terrible, especially compared to yield max funds, right? Or some of the others, Defiance as well. Okay, so this is the number of shares we would buy, 1,913, $457 weekly payout. Annualized would be 23,788. Let me fix this cell here to include cell Q33. This is our actual realized dividend return, 14.09%. So we've gotten a 14% return in XDTE total. Subtract 1.54% in NAV erosion, if you want to call it that. That's 12.5%. Now let's move on to QDTE. QDTE paid us 21 cents this week if we round up, and that translates to 90 cents monthly, 1082 annually. Current share price is, survey says, 42.09. So this took a hit as well. The actual annualized payout, 25.71%. 52 cents of NAV erosion this week. So that's $4.26 that this one has dropped. So this one is seeing some considerable NAV erosion of probably 9% now. Let's see, so 426, we want to take 426 divided by the original share price. That's how we calculate this. So that is 9.19% because the original share price when we started, 46.35, it got close to this within like 3 months of trading. It surpassed it a couple weeks later, and then it's been kind of downhill from there. So 42.09 is not our lowest point, but certainly not our highest point. Our lowest actual buying point was 40.34. Some of you actually got in at that bottom. So good for you if you did. 100,000, that would buy us 2,376 shares. That is 494.48 in weekly dividend income. And so for a 9.19% rate of NAV erosion, let's calculate this here to get our gross return here. So 20.66%, let's see how we changed. We went up like 0.4% or 0.45% actually. So 20.66% minus 9.19. So that is 11.47% net realized return versus 12.5% for XDTE. So XDTE at the moment is still our winner. Now we're going to move on to RDTE. We got 33.5 cents, making this monthly here is $1.45. This continues to be our best one because it's new, I think. That has something to do with it. It seems like the payouts are higher the newer it is. This would be $17.43 annually. And so this is 43.12. So we did see some considerable uh, downward movement in this one as well. Dividend yield is 40.43%. We lost $1.45 this week, so we need to take this. Let's see here. So as of last week, it was 0.26. Now it's a whole $1.19. Hold on a second here. It was a positive 0.2. Now it's negative 119. Let's see here. Minus 1.19. There we go. Okay, so we are down 2.69%. We went from being up 0.6 to down 2.7%. Big fluctuation, big difference that a week can make for sure. On a hypothetical $100,000, we would get 2,319 shares. This would be weekly $777 of income. Great number. And then annually, $40,426. So if we take the average of this, this would actually be 745 average. Let's do this cell here really quick. Oh, we skipped it. We skipped another week, so 2 weeks we got to catch up on here. So far, our gross return, this is actually the worst one so far, but then again, it is new. So it's 0.115% so far. So there we go. So on a hypothetical $300,000 total investment, you would be making, if you took just this week, 23,000 plus 25,000 plus 40,000. So that's about $90,000 off of a $300,000 hypothetical investment. So that is a 30% rate of return. So there you have it. Now we have other dividends to cover as well. We've got the YMAX and the YMAG, and plus Group C of, or maybe Group D of the Yield Max group. I know SQY is in that one. And we also got our dividends for FEPI and AIPI. So I will be covering those very soon here. Let's check comments here. We got 2 so far. Richard King, welcome back. Nice picture of Batman there. I think that's the Batman, one of the Batman actors. Good evening, night owls. Yeah, welcome. Okay, so that is our dividends in a nutshell for Roundhill. Now let's go over to Seeking Alpha and let's do a comparison of these in terms of price return and total return. So I'm going to go, I'm going to type in XDTE first. Let's do XDTE. Oh, and then of course we've got financial freedom investor. I think it's important to differentiate between NAV erosion, destruction of the capital, which may take the form of distributing more than earned, versus variability in the underlying asset. Well, whatever you want to call it, Mr. or Mrs. Financial Freedom Investor, I look at it that the price of the fund is dropping. So that's evident regardless. Maybe it's not technically NAV erosion, but we would like for that fund price to go up slightly or stay flat and to keep the same dividend. That's our optimal goal. Oh, that was his picture from American Psycho. Very cool. Okay, so now let's do a not so psycho thing over here and go to Seeking Alpha. So we've got XDTE. I'm going to put in to do a comparison here, QDTE over here, and then RDTE over here. Get rid of this one. While we're at it, let's just do the underlyings as well. QQQ, SPY, I spy SPY, right? And then IWM. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So year to date, we've got XDTE price return down 0.34, 9.37 QDTE, RDTE up 2.66%. You notice the numbers in my spreadsheet are almost identical to what we're seeing here. My numbers in my spreadsheet have 2.69% for RDTE, 9.19% for QDTE, and 1.54% for XDTE. So I've got XDTE as our best one right now. So that's very close. My numbers are very close, which of course you would expect, right? Except for XDTE, I'm a little bit off. I may have to recalculate because the other ones are almost spot on. As far as the indexes, the Qs are up 19.25%, SPY is up 21.6%, and IWM is up 9.23%. Now let's look at total return. the crown jewel of investing, total return. Okay, so XDTE total return 14.62%, QDTE 12.45%. These numbers are slightly higher than what I have, and then RDTE 5.74%. And then, of course, the Qs are slightly higher, 19.77, 2.7, or excuse me, 22.75 for SPY. SPY is beating the NASDAQ, and IWM 10.19%. That's phenomenal. Let me just go back to price turn real quick. I just want to see the difference that this makes. Okay, so see, it's slightly lower. You do get some dividends in these, so slightly lower there. Okay, so there we go. That is our Roundhill dividends in a nutshell there. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. Check out all of our options trades. I'm going to start doing a weekend review options trades because I'm starting to really crush it on the wheel strategy. Not quite doing as well as some of the guys in the Discord, but getting there. So I encourage you all, I highly encourage you all to check it out, and we will see you all in the next video. Take care. Have a great night. Bye.